Imagine a life where you are a young mother raising your family on your own. You've not completed high school, so you can't find a good steady job to support your family. You don't often make enough money to pay for child care, and you're afraid of losing your home. The situation is so tough that you begin to lose hope that it will ever get any better. The York Street Project, which has its home in Jersey City, has envisioned this life. Its overarching mission is to lead innovative programs that feed, educate, and promote the independence of persons in need, particularly women and children. Where the York Street Project staff sees a need, they embrace the challenge of filling it head-on. And by doing so, they are able to help over 300 women and children each year. Through 4 separate but intertwined programs, Kenya High School, St. Joseph's Home, St. Mary's Residence, and the Nurturing Place, the York Street Project has been instrumental in helping women achieve independence, hope, and a foundation for a better life for themselves and for their children. By providing a place for education and skills training, coupled with social services such as housing, child care, and counseling, York Street helps to effectively fight against the cycle of poverty that binds so many families. I'm pleased to introduce you to Executive Director Susanne Byrne and to present the York Street Project with a check in the amount of $10,000.
Tonight was the first time I ever met Diane, and this is an absolute first for me that we were nominated by someone for this type of an award who's never met us, never come to our organization, but did their due diligence, researched the organization, and find out about the great work that we do. So I've been at the York Street Project for almost 15 years now. I started as an administrative assistant and kind of worked my way up through the ranks. And during these past 15 years, I have been able to witness and live through with these women and children I work with some real tragedies, hearing some of their stories. Some of the children who come into our transitional housing program, which is for homeless women or children, they're 6, 7, 8 years old, and they come in and it's the first time they've ever had a bed to themselves. They've never had their own bed. They've slept on couches, they've slept on floors, they've shared a bed with their mom or with their siblings. It's really, for so many of our families, the first stable place that they have. And so what we provide with that is the education for the mother as well as the education for the child. And our goal is to empower them. And when I found out we were receiving this award, I went on your website and I did my due diligence and researched, what you guys do and who you support and what you're all about. It was just such a perfect match for us because our goal is to be there to support these families, not just while they're in our programs, but throughout their lives for as long as they need it. They can come back to us. When I worked in the transitional housing program, which is one of my many jobs in the project, I had women who would call me. We hadn't heard from them in 5 years, and they called and they had an issue, and we helped them and we solved it. And what always touched my heart was that they knew that no matter how long they hadn't been in touch, they can come back, and we are there to help them. And that's what they need. And I talked to Diane before, and she was telling me that this organization, what you do is you award groups, people, nonprofits, these funds, but it's not over that. You want to stay involved. You want to hear about how they're doing. I look at all the people who receive the scholarships. I sat next to Brittany. It really is. It's so touching what you guys do here and how you don't just give the money and then walk away and pat yourselves on the back. You stay involved. You mentor these people. You work with these organizations to make sure that they have what they need to be successful. And for all the tragedies that I've heard about and seen from some of these families that have come to us, I've been able to witness their triumphs and their successes. And for so many of our women, this the first person in our family to get a high school diploma. These kids, some of our kids, we're in our 24th year now. We have children who are graduating from college. We have one that's going to medical school who, they were with us as infants. And now they are, working towards a better life. We are able to break the cycle of poverty by providing a holistic care. And being here and receiving this award is so wonderful for us because it is an organization that, like I said, doesn't just give the money, but stays involved and makes sure that the money is doing what it's meant to do, helping these women and these organizations make a better life for themselves. So thank you.